YouTube, what is up and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about temporal forces, and I hope I'm not saying that wrong. If I am, oh well, I'm embarrassing myself. But today we're going to talk about, is a set a good set? Should you invest in a set? Are the pull rates good? And my opinion on the set. So if you're interested in Pokemon content such as this, hit the subscribe button because we're going to try to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Is that a reality? Not too sure, but if I don't say it, it's not gonna happen. So we're saying it and we'll aim to the moon, I guess. So with the set, there's a lot of alternate art cards in this set. You have Iron Crown, you have Raging Bolt, you have Walking Wake, you have Iron Leaves. First off, I don't like the names of these new Pokemon. I don't play the game much, so these are the first time that I'm actually seeing these Pokemon. But is it a good set? Let's go through it. My favorite card so far is this Conviction card with the Gengar and the Bianca's card. Those are my two favorite cards. I say all the time. I don't know why I keep saying this because I guess I am into waifu. But waifu cards and trainer kind of cards, as you can say, I kind of like them, to be honest. And they're growing on me. Like these two trainer cards, I do really want. But these top 5 cards, I don't really want. This Walking Wake looks like a lizard. I'm just not a fan of these cards. Yes, I like the artwork and I like how Pokemon is being more creative with the artwork and stuff like that. But I think these are just too much, in my opinion. I think it's just too much. Like this card right here, I just think it's over the top. I think there's too much going on. If you took away some of it, like some of the greenery, and just have a Pokemon standing out, I think that would look better. But this Gengar, I cannot wait for a Gengar SAR because I've been waiting so patiently. That and Rayquaza. I really want to see a Rayquaza artwork, and I really want to see a Gengar SAR. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see those as well, because I just cannot wait for those cards to come out. But this Gengar card and the trainer cards are my favorite card so far in the set. This Ghastly is not bad, but I just think it's like whatever. This Gengar, super ugly. All of these gold cards, I think we're all over gold cards. I want to know your opinion on gold cards because I said it in a video a long time ago, but gold cards, they're so boring now. So boring, and I'm really over it. It's just another full art but gold, obviously, but it's just annoying to see them again and again and again. This code breaking card is actually not that bad. I am kind of into the trainer cards, I can't lie. This Metagross card, I actually really like. I wish that was an SAR. That's a really nice card. If it had texture, it would be even better. If it had the shiny kindness to it, it would look really good. All of these other full arts, and I guess these cards are playable, but all of these cards are all ugly. All the full arts are ugly. Ooh, this card's really nice. This is a must-have. I really like that card. But you see how this card is simple and to the point? Other than this card, there's just so much going on, and I don't like that. Yes, obviously this is going to be the more expensive card, it's harder to pull, things like that. Out of the top 5 cards, I think this card is the better card out of all of them. I think this card, even this card, and this card, there's just too much going on. The top 3 cards are probably these cards. But as I was saying, the set isn't the best, to be honest. If you compare the set to like Pokemon 151, there is no comparison. If you look at the set versus Evolving Skies or Brilliant Stars or Lost Origin, there is no comparison. Okay, so now let's talk about the pull rates. Is it hard to pull SIRs? I haven't opened up a single pack, and I know what all of you are going to say. He hasn't even opened a pack, so how can you talk about pull rates? I watch YouTube, and from what I've seen, I think the pull rates are pretty easy. It's not like Fusion Strike. It's not like Evolving Skies. That's what I compare it to. I want to buy sets that have bad pull rates just because it's easier for prices to go up when there's bad pull rates. What would you rather have? A card like the Umbreon VMAX that has like over 10,000 in the PSA 10, or the Blaziken VMAX that has a lower population report out there? Yes, some people are going to say the Umbreon, and it carries a lot more demand, and that will carry the price. But if a card has both demand and low supply, that is what's going to drive a set in the future, and that's what I look for in sets. This, I don't think there's a high demand for these cards. Think about it, 2-3 years out, are you going to want any of these top 5 cards you're seeing on the screen now? Probably not. I think the supply will be there. I think there's going to be a lot in the PSA 10. I think there's going to be a lot of cards out there. Of course, 2 years is still very modern. 3 years is still very modern. My point here is that I think there's going to be a lot of supply out there for these type of cards. I think it's too easy to pull the SARs. If you're in the hobby just to collect cards, that's a good thing. But for me, I want to invest in Pokemon cards, so I don't want that, right? So that's how I feel about the pull rates. Now let's talk about the price. Is it expensive? Is it cheap? In my opinion, it is pretty cheap. It's only like $135 in Canadian prices. I believe it's like $110 in USD prices. Were there cheaper boxes out there before? Yes. But this just came out. I think if you give it time, it will be cheaper. Is it cheap right now? I think it's a fair value, to be honest. I believe it's under MSRP, which is a very good thing. If you buy any Pokemon product sealed under MSRP, hold it for 5-10 years, it's probably going to do well. But the thing that matters most is where you allocate it. You can buy 2 things under MSRP, and if one item only goes up 50%, while Evolving Skies is just going up like hundreds of percentages from 2 years ago, that's where it matters, right? So allocation of money always matters when you're investing in Pokemon sets.
You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160.
And if we're talking about my opinion, if you should invest in these sets or in this one specific set, I would just hold off right now. It's not a set where I must have like Evolving Skies or Brilliant Stars. It's not one of those sets. It's not like Pokemon 151. There was a lot of hype when Pokemon 151 came out. Everyone loved that set. With this set, nowhere near as much hype in Temporal Forces other than Pokemon 151, right? So keep that in mind. What I mean by that, this is cheaper, yes, but Pokemon 151 had a lot of hype, and the hype, when it went down, the price reflected that.
Nice.
Yes, Pokemon 151 is still expensive, but I think, again, once the set is 6 months, is a year old, the price will reflect that, and the price will go down, and then that's the time when I buy. Am I gonna go crazy with the set? No. I'll probably buy like a booster box or 2. I'm not gonna go crazy into the set. I'm gonna add this to my personal collection and into my investment portfolio. I'm just gonna hold these and see what they do. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna buy cases of booster boxes of the set. It is a good set. Is it a set that I'm gonna open? Probably not. There's not much cards to chase. I would just probably buy the 3 cards I want in the set and call it a day. So let me know how you guys feel about this video. Are you guys buying the set? Yes or no? I would love to hear how you guys feel about the set. I think it's a good set, but Pokemon 151 is better, and I think there's going to be a lot more sets that are better than this when you see Gengar, Charizard, even though we've seen Charizard, but we haven't seen Gengar, Rayquaza, all like the Umbreon, the Evolutions Pokemon. There's so much more good Pokemon that are going to come in the near future, and that's what I'm really waiting for. These sets, they're okay, they're average, so I'm just going to be patient. I am going to buy down the road, not right now. But let me know how you guys feel about the set. Are you guys buying it? Yes or no? I would love to hear your opinion on it. And if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe and leave a like. If you want to see more Pokemon content, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.